Thomas's branch line has a station by a river. As he rumbles over the bridge, he often sees people fishing. Thomas often wanted to stay and watch, but his driver said, "No, Thomas. What would the fat controller say if we were late?" Every time he met another engine, he would say, "I should like to go fishing." They all answered, "Engines don't go fishing. Silly stick in the muds." One day, Thomas had to take in water at the station by the river, but it was out of order and no water came. "Oh, I am thirsty." "Oh, never mind, Thomas. We'll get some water from the river." They found a bucket and some rope and went to the bridge. Then the driver let the bucket down to the water. The bucket was old and had 5 holes in it, so they had to fill it, pull it up, and empty it into Thomas's tank as quickly as they could. At last, they finished, and Thomas started off. And Annie and Clarabelle ran happily behind. They puffed along the valley when Thomas began to feel a pain in his boiler, while steam hissed from his safety valve in an alarming way. "Oh, there's too much steam." Thomas groaned. Oh dear, I'm going to burst." They damped down his fire and struggled on, but Thomas was in a terrible state. Just outside the last station, they stopped, uncoupled Annie and Clarabelle, and ran Thomas, who was still hissing fit to burst, onto a siding right out of the way. Then, while the guard telephoned for an engine inspector, the driver wrote notices in large letters, which he hung on Thomas' front and behind. "Danger, keep away." Soon, the inspector and the fat controller arrived.
"Cheer up, Thomas. We'll soon put you right."
The driver told them what had happened.
"So the feed pipe is blocked, eh? Well, I'll just look in the tanks."
He climbed up and peered in. Then he came down and said to the fat controller,
Excuse me, sir, but look in the tank, will you, and tell me what you can see."
He clambered up, looked in, and nearly fell off in surprise.
Well, I never, Inspector. Can you see fish? Goodness gracious me. How did the fish get in there, driver?
"We must have fished them from the river."
Well, Thomas, oh dear, so you and your driver have been fishing, eh? But fish don't suit you, do they? No, we must get them out.
So the driver and the fireman fetched rods and nets, and they all took turns at fishing in Thomas's tank. When they'd caught all the fish, they all had a lovely picnic supper of fish and chips.
That was good. Very good indeed. But fish don't suit you, Thomas, do they? So you mustn't do it again.
And Thomas said, "No, sir, I won't. Engines don't go fishing. It's too uncomfortable."